Welcome back to another edition of AfterShark. I'm Jason Cochran, and I'm here with another entrepreneur from Shark Tank who tells us how she did it, how she won last night. It's Jill Quillin with LipStix ReMix. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jason. Thank you.
You're selling something called the LipStix ReMix. Will you kind of explain what this system is? Because, I mean, you may not quite get it if you just describe it. So.
Yes, well, LipStix ReMix, it actually comes with this lipstick mold. And this is the new, you can't find it anywhere else in the market. And this lipstick mold actually allows women to take their lipstick and recolor it. If they already have colors they don't wear because they're just not quite the right shade, then they can mix them together and put them in this lipstick mold. And you'll see, Jason, here, you just pop off the top. This is how easy it is to do this. And just put it into your lipstick mold, or your lipstick system. And then it just comes right out of your mold.
And one of the real selling points of this is you can take that last third of a lipstick, that nubbin that you weren't able to get out of the tube for whatever reason, collect them all, melt them down, pour them in that. So you can sort of salvage like a third of your unused lipstick this way. Is that right?
That's exactly right. A third of your lipstick is in that little cup. If you have your favorite color, just save 3 and the 4th one is free.
How did you come up with the mold? What kind of experience did you have that would lead you to be able to invent something like this?
Well, really, my primary experience was that I was an expert in buying lipstick, just like every other woman. And the mold, actually, I walked into some offices with really dynamic engineers that were very innovative, and it actually took me about a year to get the finished product.
How much money did you spend trying to develop this product?
Well, Rob and I, my husband, we actually have invested over $100,000.
What's the biggest expense involved in creating a product like this?
The mold is a considerable expense. This one alone was about $16,000, and then also you have all of your professional fees, like your patent and provisional patent, and all of those kinds of responses.
I have to say, you're sort of after my own heart, because this is maybe the first product I've seen on Shark Tank that was designed to save people money. Because a lot of times it's a funny invention or a good idea, but this really is geared to getting the most out of your dollar, right?
Exactly. I mean, every single beauty magazine you look at on the stands right now, it's beauty on a budget or living on less, or it's a very timely product for women to make a small investment in, and after 2 and maybe 3 tubes, some women after 1 tube, I mean, the system is going to completely pay for itself.
Well, I have to ask you about what happened on the show last night.
Yes.
Things seemed to be going very well. You had a couple nibbles. I think 3 sharks at once were going back and forth. But you went out of the room to ask your husband on the phone what he thought you should do. When you came back in the room, Daymond John had upped his offer to take away more control of your company. Same dollar amount, but you just lost 10%. Do you regret leaving the room and turning your back on them? Do you think that allowed that to happen?
Yes, that's the one thing I wish I had never done, because I know I could have gone to Rob and said, okay, look, honey, I'm so sorry. I took the liberty and I accepted that first offer, but I really felt strongly that that was a very fair offer. And but I have to say, Jason, I didn't know until watching it that Daymond was the one, which I need to have a conversation with him about that. But I have to say, I mean, getting Barbara in on the deal was a huge thing for me and for LipStix ReMix, because Barbara really, I mean, if you recall, she was the one who validated the entire product.
Well, from the very beginning, I mean, when things started to fall apart a little bit and they questioned you, you just unveiled your big game plan. You said, nope, all about publicity. I'm going to use this money. We're going to go on TV and do an infomercial and test it out. You had a whole plan. And I imagine that even just being on Shark Tank itself is sort of a fulfillment of part of that plan.
There were 2 things I wanted to accomplish. One was to nationally launch this product on primetime national television, ABC, and get the recognition there, and then also get some investment and get some partners who have done this 1,000 times before. Sales
then have been going fairly well, and people can order on your website, right?
Yes, everyone can order on the website. In fact, if anyone is watching this episode and you want to put in the promo code AOL, then you might get a little bonus LipStix ReMix system if you want to take advantage
What a
of that. That's
saleswoman
great.
you are. Look at that, slipping that in at the end of the interview. Nicely done. I can't believe you were just selling this at malls and just sort of like inventing this as you go. You have a great game plan. You're doing very well. And I wish you all the luck with the LipStix Remix.
Jason, thank you so much for having me.
Jill, thanks again for joining us. Really appreciate it. Good to see you here today, and congratulations. And if you want to watch more interviews with the entrepreneurs from Shark Tank, you can do it right here 24/7 on walletpop.com.